everybody, welcome back to I Stubbed My Toe and It Hurts, ow. We're playing
Metroid Fusion.
Yeah, we're playing the Pew Pew roll up in a ball game with girl. I'm your host, the person not playing, here with my other host, the person who is. Just remember, kids, if it hurts when you pee, that's probably an STD. Anyway, back to the show. So, Gus, this game came out in 2002, huh?
Same day as Metroid Prime.
Oh, really?
Yep. And you could hook it into your GameCube, and the games would do shit together.
Oh, really?
If you completed Metroid Fusion and plugged it into Metroid Prime, it would give you this blue and yellow suit as a skin in Metroid Prime. And if you completed Metroid Prime and plugged this into it, it would give you access to the original NES Metroid on your Metroid Fusion cartridge. At any time, it stayed there.
That's fucking awesome. Holy shit.
Right?
I miss when games did shit like that.
People were actually really excited because they announced the remaster of Metroid Prime the same day as the Game Boy Advance Nintendo Switch emulator. And apparently some data miners found that the fusion suit is actually in the code for remaster.
Oh.
So when they announced that this was coming out, people were really crossing their fingers that they were going to do some sort of crossover thing for it, but it didn't come to fruition, unfortunately. Get your shit together, Nintendo.
Can you at least get the skin?
Nope, there's no way of getting it in game. I think there's textures for it, and that's about it.
I mean,
actually, maybe there's not even textures. I think there's just code for it.
I mean, they might add it later too. I mean, to be fair, this game just dropped on the Game Boy Advance thing not super long ago.
No.
I mean, I don't think they will.
And I don't think people expected Metroid Prime Remaster to blow up the way it did. People got excited for that. So they're calling the Samus X the SAX. It's mimicking you at full power, so just run away from it.
Oh.
It has an ice beam, and you can't. And you have Metroid DNA now, so you can't survive in cold weather.
That's annoying.
You gotta go download bombs now.
Oh, that's good. When are you gonna download I don't know, Better Knees or
the AK-47?
When are you gonna download that Subway sandwich you wanted to get the other day?
Right? Or the nuke to just blow up this space station and be done with it.
Yeah. When are you gonna download that, Gus? Or when can you download The Cure for the Common Cold or Less Depression? Can you download the dog that was on my street that I liked that died 20 years ago?
Probably not.
If you can download a bomb, the possibilities are limited. I'm trying to think if there's any funny book stories. Oh, I have a really funny one, actually. It's from today. I work with kids, and I was changing a kid who had a fucking full diaper. And he kept screaming pee-pee for some reason. As little boys do, between the age of 2 and 3. He's just going pee-pee, 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 pee-pee. And I'm like, alright, dude, can we not scream pee-pee? And he's like, no pee-pee? And I'm like, yeah, buddy, no pee-pee, please. He was like, alright, no pee-pee. And then he kicked me in the dick. Really fucking hard. I almost fell over. And my coworker looked like, you good? And I'm like, he said no pee-pee. He meant it. And he was giggling. I'm like, alright, buddy. You're alright by me. It's so funny what fucking young kids do sometimes. Or like, I had a kid come up to me and be like, hey, like, can I ask you a really important question? I'm like, yeah, of course. You can always ask me questions. This was an older kid. This was like a first or second grader. I'm like, yeah, buddy, of course. You can go ahead. And he just walks up to me, looks me dead in the eyes, and is like, I love my stuffed animals, but they're at home right now. And walks away. Gus, that was a very important question.
No. It was important. It was questionable.
It was really fucking funny, because it was out of nowhere. He literally walked across the fucking massive room we're in to go ask me that, and he walked away.
Alright, good. Downloaded the bombs, now we're gonna download that new Belle Delphine video.
Ooh. The one with Finster?
Yeah.
Topical humor, like the topical ointment I put on my hemorrhoid. Just kidding, I don't have ointment. I'm a fraud.
Here's my question for you. Why has SNL not done a... a spoof on a very old show that I can't think the name of, and it's stupid because I used to like fall asleep to it all the time.
George Lopez show, Green Acres.
No, older, black and white.
The Andy Griffith Show.
Science fiction.
The Twilight Zone.
Science fiction. Twilight Zone. Thank you. I don't know why I couldn't think of Twilight Zone. Why haven't I not done a spoof on the Twilight Zone that just begins with the guy walking up to the camera and being like, "In a universe, oh shit.
In a universe.
In a universe.
Oh shit.
Where a man turns himself into a pickle."
That shit was fucking funny.
And they just go on
No,
about
that's a whole
Rick
bit.
and Morty for the whole episode.
No, that's the whole bit.
Yeah,
it's
right?
like a 15-second
That's the whole bit.
Yeah. He goes, in a world, oh shit, what if you were a pickle? That'd be funny as fuck. And then this hard cut to a commercial.
In a world where a man turns himself into a pickle. It was the funniest shit you'd ever seen.
Anyway, the guy who made it's really really problematic. See ya.
All charges dropped. You didn't see that? Like, a huge victory for Justin Roiland, like, literally the other day.
I think it was a huge victory for his wallet being emptied a little bit, to be honest.
I think you're right.
Because that's not the first time that kind of stuff has been said about him. Some other people in the industry have said some stuff like that. Like, oh, he does this shit, and he's a weirdo. Which, he's definitely a weirdo. He's the kind of guy who would do those voices to himself in a public bathroom as he's taking the most nasty, greasy fucking dump. Just like...
Oh, Morty.
Just, oh, Morty. Morty, you have to get my Pepto-Bismol or I'm gonna... Oh! I don't know why I made Rick into an old Jewish man, but there you go.
I don't know, but it was funnier than whatever Justin Roiland was gonna do with it.
Morty, make sure you remember all your mitzvahs. Like, oh, I'm Courage the Jewish dog, oh.
Fuck.
I like this idea. Courage the Cowardly Dog, but he's just a Jewish kid, and then Rick from Rick and Morty, but he's just Tommy Pickles' grandfather from the old country. You're not my grandson,
Did you
Tommy.
watch the Rugrats remake?
I tried.
They totally, like,
Okay.
changed that up. Like,
You're gonna get me on a
like
tangent.
Tommy's maternal grandparents are completely different now. Actually, honestly, Grandpa Stu is completely different now. Instead of being a war veteran, he's an old hippie.
So, I have a lot of issues with that show. Why isn't Dill in it? I know they're adding him in the second season. Why isn't he in to begin with? Because Susie's there, and Susie was added later too. Kimmy's gone.
So, which one was Kimmy?
Kimmy was the little Japanese girl from that one movie, and she was like,
I really like talking like this, Chucky.
I think you have them backwards. But regardless, they've made the little Japanese girl like Angelica's age, and they've made the black girl, the baby's age.
Oh, did they really add her? I didn't see her when I watched it. Was it not in the first?
She
like
made a cameo appearance essentially.
Oh, okay. Because I watched a couple episodes. I didn't see her at all. I remember people complaining about it.
They aged her up and aged it. I was right outside the save room when I died.
Lamau. So they swapped the age of Susie and Kimmy.
Yeah, basically.
I don't like that.
No, it's stupid.
Isn't Howard gone from the show too? Phil and Lil's dad.
Yes, actually.
Which, okay, I get it, because let's be real, their mom was always a lesbian. It just was the 90s, and it wasn't really a thing that people would want on their TV for their kids back then, because fucking social standards.
Right.
I think it'd be fucking great if Howard was there and he's like, yeah, I was just a surrogate. Like, but I get to see the kids every now and then. Like, we're still good friends kind of thing. Like, me and, I think Betty was her name.
Yeah.
I think that'd be a good way to do it. Or have him be the neighbor. Don't even explain circus. Just be like, oh, yeah, he's just in the neighborhood. Like, oh, that's Betty's roommate.
Like, maybe Betty had to find a different babysitter because Tommy was sick or something.
Yeah.
And Howard happened to be it.
Or maybe they fucking are co-workers or something. One of those, like, hey, you're my good friend, you're my co-worker. I'll just invite you to all this shit. Also, what else did they cut out? They cut out a good bit. Yeah, like you said, they got rid of the Jewish grandparents, but they did that in the early 2000s anyway.
Yeah, they stopped showing up after a
Well,
while.
yeah, because the ADL sued Viacom and Rugrats.
Oh, really?
You didn't know about that?
No.
Yeah, the Anti-Defamation League sued because of the Passover episode of Rugrats.
But it was such an educational episode about it. Like, I feel like I know more about Passover because of the Rugrats.
That's how I learned about it, and it's like...
And it's fairly accurate, too.
Yeah, and they don't go around it like... And the Hanukkah episode, too, is like, oh, yeah, it wasn't just like, hey, we got candles and shit. It's like, hey, this is why they had, like, they lit the candles, and, like, this is what it means, and, like, the babies are portraying it, sure, but it's, like, it's very accurate. But the 80...
Want to see a valid point of contentions for this game?
Oh, yeah, sure.
So, you see, like, this wall, I can't jump up to it.
Yeah.
I can jump off of it. Same thing over here. Like, how do I get out of here, right?
Yeah.
Well, I can like, do all this shit, right? And nothing. Right here.
Oh, my God.
Yep. Valid contention for this game. Anyways, Rugrats.
The big reasons they sued was because of the Passover episode. And just because of the grandpa's voice, because it was too stereotypical. I'm sorry, have you ever met an old Jewish man from the old country, quote unquote? They fucking sound like that. Yeah, he has an accent, and he says oy vey. Guess what old Jewish people say? They go, oy vey, Tommy! Stop pinching my foreskin! Leave it in the book!
Fuck.
Tommy!
Now we're gonna get sued by the ADL.
Tommy, when are you going to have your bris? Listen, ADL, leave me alone, please. I just do the funnies. I eat a lot of Jewish food, and I know like 3 Jewish people. There's just not a lot around where I live, but I know about the culture and stuff. Fun fact, one of my favorite social media influencers is just a rabbi who talks about Orthodox Judaism. Is like, hey, like, fun fact, like, when we have to kosher a kitchen, if it's stainless steel, we get a fucking flamethrower. Anyway, I'm assuming you watched through all season 1 of Rugrats. Is Stu still a fucking loser?
Oh yeah, pretty much.
Okay, good. I feel like they made Dee Dee look really weird. I mean, the whole show looks weird, but I feel like they made Dee Dee look extra weird.
I don't think the Rugrats art style translated well to a 3D animation.
No, they should have kept it 2D, or at least like 2.5D, you know?
Yeah. Or like, if you wanted to do the 3D models, fine, but then like if they'd rotoscoped on top of it or something.
Yeah, or at least like change the face art style a bit so it's not just like dead Blender fucking models.
Right.
I wonder if somebody hacked into like a server thing and got the fucking character models for like that show. If they did, I'd love to fuck around with them. It'd be fun.
Boss number 3.
Oh, yes. The dildo.
Her name is Pogo.
Oh, wow, how creative. Damn, Nintendo, you really took out all the creative stops for that one. So I'm debating now, Gus, do I buy MLB The Show, the collector's edition, so I can play it 4 days early?
Is that the benefit of getting the collector's
I
edition?
mean, there's other stuff, too, for, like, a couple of game modes. But that's, like, the big selling point. And then I could play over the weekend and not play it on, like, a Tuesday. I'm tempted, because I do have the money. I mean, I shouldn't. Like, I'll be okay if I spend it. I shouldn't, because I should save money for, like, a shit. I get paid next week. I don't really have any bills next week. I'm thinking about it, guys. I really am. I also did drop $100 on a shirt this week, too.
A shirt?
Well, a jersey.
Is it? Oh, okay. I was gonna say, is it made of fucking gold?
It's a Colorado Rockies jersey. Their City Connect jersey. Gus, if you remember while you're editing, can you put it up on screen right now?
Yeah, I can do that.
It's has white shoulders and a green rest of it, and it's like a silhouette of mountains. And it says Colorado on it. It's really cute. And I wanted a button-up shirt that'd be good to wear in the summer. You know, breathable, durable. And I've been to Colorado, and I like mountains. So fuck it. I was like, it was on sale one day when I was randomly talking about it with a coworker. I'm like, oh, it's $50 off, so it's only like $100 now. This is perfect. Listen, man, I'm a loser. Chat. Comments. I'm a loser. You can call me a loser. It's fine. Gus's brother, if you're out there, even you can call me a loser.
Our number 1 fan.
But just be careful, because if you call me a loser, you might get a kiss. And you wouldn't like me when I'm kissing. Because I scream as loud as I can. Can you
You hear that, ladies? He's single.
Can you fucking imagine that? Just like, you're on a date with someone, you're going for like, yeah, I had a really good time. Yeah, me too. You going for the kiss, and like, the second your lips touch, it's just a blood-curdling fucking scream coming out of your mouth while you're kissing her. Oh. Is this an area we could fuck up and die?
Oh. Fuck you up.
Oh god, is she gonna follow you?
Oh, did she not chase me?
Oh.
Did I create that restore point for no reason?
Yeah, you did.
So you're supposed to just wait up there for her to leave, but there are points throughout the game where she actually like chases you through huge sections of the map.
Oh, I don't like that.
I expected her to do that there, and I was just kind of like going for a meme, but whatever. I guess I won this round.
When you're climbing on the roof, can you just go back and forth for a little bit? It looks like you're just spinning on your wrist and nothing else. And that's really impressive.
Well, remember too, one of her hands is a gun, so I don't know how that works.
Well, I think we know that she writes with her left hand. Let's just put that out there.
Oh yeah, definitely a lefty.
I mean, unless she's gonna stick a fucking pencil in that gun and write with it.
Yeah. A lefty, or as I like to call my brother, a lesser human.
Oh, that too. Oh my god, look at those bees. They're fucking the wall.
Whoa.
What is honey but love juice?
Fucking.
That was disgusting. I'm sorry.
As long as you know.
I mean, to be fair, what honey actually isn't too much better. It's just fermented vomit.
Yeah.
When my vomit ferments, it's a problem, but when bees do it, it's delicious. What the fuck? Gus, what would you do if there was a giant 3-foot tall bee just outside your house?
Burn down the outside.
No, but what if it's like, it's not attacking you? It's just like chilling.
I don't know. I'd still be a little nervous about it.
Right, what if it started hitting on your wife?
She'd be really nervous. She's actually why I'd be nervous in the first place, to be completely honest.
What if this bee's like, hey, Gus's wife, like, hey Toots, you wanna go to the Waffle House with me, get some to munch?
I may have fucked myself
What the fuck are those?
by being overzealous.
Those bombs?
I'm actually glad I made it out of there. We're gonna.
Oh, that beeping's from you almost dying. Okay.
Yeah. No, that's me dying. We're gonna try that again because there's some stuff over there.
Okay. Anyway, would you be okay with a 3-foot tall bee hitting on your wife?
Probably not. She'd really not be okay with it.
What if he's like, hey, you watched the bee movie? It's a fucking documentary about my cousin Dan. You know what the scariest part of that would be?
I thought it was his cousin Jerry.
Oh, cousin Jerry. You know what the scariest part about that situation? One male 3-foot tall bee implies that there's a whole colony of 3-foot tall bees.
Oh, gross.
So if it was a female, like, oh, that's the queen, whatever. It could just be the one. But the males die without a queen, so. Not only does he want your wife to cheat on you, Gus, he's cheating on his mom.
On that note, next time on Northern Folk Lodge Plays,
We'll cheat on your mom.
Yeah. Bye, everybody.
Remember, if you sprinkle when you tinkle, be a sweetie, and please don't sue us, ADL. Thank you.